Good morning. Don and I are back at the ladder project. And we're going to make a handrail for this stairwell. But first I'm going to make a safety to keep it from falling on Don's head.
I have a hard head.
I know, but don't want to hear you crying again. So what we're going to do is use this 1x3 and make a swing out safety. And follow along, we'll show you how. One and a half. Then I'd like for it to come down 2 feet. .24-inch piece. We'll use a short piece of it. You would cut that piece and this piece, and we're going to save this piece here and put a 45-degree cut on it so that it's a brace. There's one. Sure am liking this Miller 255. Just going to tack this together real quick. And then we're going to go over here to the wall and figure out how much of an angle we can have on it and still clear the doors. Nice job. Guess I better buy the real thing here. All right. God, that COVID's really making me look bad. All right. In a nutshell, this little piece is going to go like this and fold back against the wall on hinges when I need to let the stairs down. So, my furthest point that I can come down is going to be right there, which going to be 12 3/4 of an inch down. 12 3/4 of an inch.
Probably, you know what?
So if we start off with 11 1/4, 11 1/4, long point to long point is going to be 16 inches. There you go. What's the saying? What's the old saying?
I don't know.
Bob's your uncle.
You go tappy tap.
No, we're not tappy tapping anything around here. Tappy tap. If we do anything, it's going to be bam bam.
Bam Bam's good too.
Bam bam's great. All right. My air thing fell off. I didn't use enough duct tape. All foggy in here. Foggy. It gets fogged up in there between my glasses and the other one. I think the answer is more duct tape. Company that makes these things, Don. But with COVID going on, it's been awful hard to get in touch with them. There. See if that helps.
Looks funny as hell.
What do you mean it looks funny as hell?
It does. If it works.
If it works, it works. I was able to weld all that without a problem. Now I've got some hinges to put on. Get you guys a little closer here. And we got it welded over there. So, this is ready to go up there and be welded on.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let's take it up here.
That's all I can take.
Not really flowing into the, not hot enough. Flowing to the air. Go ahead. Package.
Set it up a notch. On the bottom right, there's some buttons on that scale on the bottom.
This one?
Yeah, go that way. Push it.
All right.
It looked like crap.
Really? The gas is on? You didn't turn the gas off, did you?
I didn't turn it on.
No, it's on. Fell off, it wasn't fusing into the other metal.
Was it?
Not fusing, storm doesn't look like it is.
Well, we're going to do something different about that. God, that looks like my grandmother did it.
And clean that milk scale off of there or something.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Still like it to penetrate a little bit more. Would you bump me up in my heat, please? Why ain't worth the crap here? Well, it's up there. Some of the welds I'm not especially proud of. I had a hard time welding to this piece there. First I thought it was a coating. We ground it all off, and basically I think the culprit is here. We've tried all different settings, but it was having a really hard time. I could feel little jitters as the wire was being pushed uphill. I adjusted the roller for a little more tension going up. And we're getting close to the end of that spool, and it may have had something to do with it.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't feed right.
So we're going to put another spool on here before we do any more of that kind of welding and see if that's our cause. But that gives me a safety when the ladder's up in that position. If I could reach it without dropping the camera again. It goes out. In case that cable should ever break, it would come down and not hit Don on the head. Not proud of that welding. I was almost ready to go get my stick machine out.
Now that we lean it toughens me and I'll stick it.
Well,
You want to
you do it flat.
turn up on his edge, man.
Now this is the one.
Got them labeled, bottom top.
Don made us some nice brackets. Finished drilling some holes in there. This one's left. And I got up there and looked at it and figured out where it was going to go. Hands me the wrong size clamp. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but what we did was I stuck that up there. Drew a line around where it should be. Now I'm going to weld that up and we'll put it back up. And we'll be all right. Don, I didn't put my good helmet on because I didn't want to put tape all over it.
I don't blame you there.
This is not bad. I mean, I've been all right with it. All right, let's. Don, that welded very nicely.
Yes, didn't have as much fill skill on those that pipe on the wall.
Well, it's not that. It's not having to push that uphill. Turn on my fan. Gonna flip it. You know what? This isn't good.
Why?
Because that's where my foot goes.
Well, it's going to hit, that's where the wood is anyway. Even if that wasn't there, your foot was going to hit the wood. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but that's dangerous.
Well, I'm just saying that's where your foot hits that wood. on there too, because that's what the wood is right here, okay?
I understand.
So even without this, your foot's still gonna hit the wood.
Unless,
Let's cut out the wood.
then it'd fall down. This needs to be over here.
Maybe too far out.
Not up there, and the only thing it would be doing is sticking out a little bit farther on the bottom.
I don't see what's gonna matter because your foot's hitting the wood anyway.
But if you, here's the wood.
Or you wanna push it out
If
further?
we push it out 6 inches, then the ball of your foot would hit the rung. And when you're trying to,
Just weld the extension on this side.
you can do that.
When we got more same width, I just put it back up over here. I think.
I think it's right there.
There, I know, I got to put it somewhere. So just, you want to do that, just cut that weld off the other one. And,
Yeah, let's do that.
yeah.
I'd take,
How much you want? Man, I want to lay it back up there and check it.
I want 6 inches of space between my foot.
You got what, about an inch there now?
You got about an inch now.
Something like 5 inches?
Right now I got 2 inches. So I would like to have,
4?
what I'd like to have is an extension piece.
5.5 inches?
I'd like to have 2 pieces of that 5 inches long.
Thing that pushes the wire?
Yes, sir, I did. I have a wide assortment of spools. Pretty, I mean, that,
Yeah, it's better.
those are looking nice. And yesterday, just, you know, these are all not 6 feet higher up in the air.
Then Maybe it's because you're almost at the bottom of the spool, end of the spool.
Well, that could be because
No.
I've used this machine a lot now. Some videos coming up, you're going to see me welding out there on our fence. I had like 200 linear feet of welds to do, and I took this off of its cart and I put it on the back of our mule, four-wheel drive mule, not four-legged mule. And for a power supply, I ran it off the Bobcat in my trailer, and it did fine. So,
Unless you wore the liner out with all that welding.
I would think that less than 2 rolls of wire would wear out a liner.
No, it shouldn't.
Now you can step on them and kink them. Had that happen before. But you know, those are looking great. Just up, and I tried uphill and downhill. Played with all the different settings, grounded off to base metal. I think it's just something with either that roll of wire or the roller system.
Should be.
Anyway, let's put this on the wall, throw some bolts in it, and see what we can see with it. Sir?
You like it?
Yep. Ta-da!
Nobody's gonna pull the ladder away from you.
Nobody's, and I've had that happen before. I need some 1.5" plugs for the top. But this will give a good hold. You can swing around. Oh yeah. Much better.
Yeah. There you go. Grader's out anyway.
Ta-da!
See, you need it on the bottom.
Then there'll be a post here, and then the stairwell handrail will come to here. Then racks and all kinds of neat stuff. Let me throw this to you. Missed it by
Slow as
this
old age.
much.
Getting slow in my old age. It's pretty comfortable to climb, right?
Try it.
Yeah. Definitely need to bolt it down. Yeah.
Lay them out.
Got me once. They got me in the kitty.
It's better with that much angle. In fact, I might even drop it down to more. It'd be easier. We'll put a basket for stuff to come down. Bob Jumple.
There you go.
That's all we have time for today. Can't talk Don into staying and working the night shift.
Maybe increase the pay.
Increase the pay. I will double your pay.
2 times 0 is still 0.
Well, I'll triple it.
3 times 0 is still 0.
I will triple it.
You're not gonna drill those things, you're gonna forget, you know.
I don't feel like going and getting it out of the deal.
I'm not gonna let you forget.
Huh?
I'm not gonna let you forget.
You don't. You're as bad as my wife sometimes.
Get stuff done, right?
You do.
You get the stuff done, right?
Well, I get stuff done too. It's just not out here that you guys see me.